Bang! Neves Knives. I'm Jared. My lovely wife Kara is busy, and this is a review on this Wuben H3 headlamp. Now, these things come in hand. I recommend everybody has at least one, whether it's in your backpack, in your work bag, at home in a drawer, in your truck, because you never know when you're going to need a light to follow you around while you need both of your hands. It's one thing to have a flashlight, but it's another thing to have a headlamp to where you can use both hands, you know, or even on your bicycle or something like that. If you're bicycling, if you're jogging, my biggest way to use it is while I'm working, because if I need both my hands, you know, having one hand on a flashlight and only having one hand to work, I got to set the flashlight down and aim it where I'm going. This way I can just throw it right on my head and the light follows everywhere I need. Here's all the uses of it, you know, the high, the medium, the low, and we'll go over that here in 1 second. But you can see 50-meter throw. It does throw really good. It also comes with extra gaskets right around the battery area, so when you take out the batteries, you know, it's a little band that goes right around there to prevent moisture from getting in. You can see the little band right there, and it does take these two little AAA batteries. That clicks down really good. It is nice and secure. Rotates. The band is, you know, pretty good. Obviously adjustable. I do have one little complaint about the band. We'll talk about that in a second. But in use, though, I did want to, I've had this for a little while. I didn't want to just bring you a review clicking the buttons telling you how it works. I wanted to actually use it in real life scenarios and actually use it, you know. So I tried to clean it up, but it was pretty dusty actually, and it's held up really good. But in actual use, it works really good. It, you know, lights up the area really good. It throws really good. You have different modes right here. So if you push the button, it's going to go to the last one you had. This is the red and blue light. Hold it down, and you can pick which option you want. Whichever one you leave it on, it's going to go back to when you click the button. Now for the actual headlamp, same thing. You can hold it down and pick which mode you want, and then whichever one you stop on, that's the one it's going to go back to when you click on and off. So really cool in that sense. It's very easy to use, works great. I never use these little colorful lights, but I would imagine that's good for joggers, bicyclers, something like that. Personally, me, I just use the headlamp and it worked great. Like I said, it was very easy to carry, nice and comfortable. The one little complaint I have is this little plate. You do feel it when it's on your forehead, but you know, other than that, everything else hung on really tight. It doesn't fumble around. It doesn't flop around, you know, while you're working. It doesn't sit there and, you know, I've wore other ones that tend to constantly move around on your head. And this isn't the case with this one. You can reposition it like that, you know, if you do need to just, I don't know, you know, for whatever reason. And you can take this band off very easily and use it, you know, maybe on something else or whatever other band you want to put it on. You do have other options to take this off and clip it to something else if you'd like to. But yeah, it worked great for me. I noticed, you know, like whether you're maybe in your crawl space, in your attic, storing stuff, maybe, you know, your power's out or you need to replace a battery or a light bulb inside of a dark area. It's nice having this little headlamp where, like I said, you don't have to use a flashlight in one hand. You can actually use both hands while the light is projecting where you need it. Wherever you look, the light goes. And it's ultra bright, so you don't have to worry about it not being enough light or being too bright because you can set it to the mode you want. So using it, it works really good. I can highly recommend the quality. The build quality feels really good. The detent in this little, you know, these clicks are pretty solid. They don't feel cheap. It feels pretty, you know, solid wherever it lands. It does hang on to pretty tight. So it works really good. And like I said, these things are super useful in many, many scenarios. I've used them in construction my whole life. We've always had these. We've always had these in the trucks, in our work boxes, in our tool boxes. They just come in handy. You never know when you're gonna be in a dark spot and need both of your hands to work with. And, you know, having a light in dark areas while you're working gets very frustrating if you have to use a flashlight. And if it is magnetic, maybe you don't have nothing metal to hang it to, or you got to prop it up somewhere and aim it at what you need the light at. It's so much easier just to have it right there on your head. You know, you don't have to worry about dropping it, leaving it behind, or anything like that. You already got it attached to your body, and yeah, it works really good. And then when you're done with it, just click the button and it's off. So, and you can also hang it around your hard hat, your, if you have a ball cap on it, you know, it'll hang on just fine either way. So, and like I said, you can always take it off and also slap it on other things if necessary. So yeah, I highly recommend having one of these. So if you guys want, the links are going to be down in the description for this item. So if you want to get one for yourself, it's the Wuben H3. This one's the blue one, headlamp, 120 lumens. Here's all the info again. Like I said, the link will be down in the description. So definitely get yourself one. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.